Hello, gore horrors and fellow deadites. I'm Brennan, and welcome to Our Life in Horror. And today is December 1st, right? It's December 1st today. So we'll be talking about my movie haul for the month. I'm going to do something a tad different, kinda. I have all these stacks of Blu-rays. I feel like last month was all 4K releases that I talked about picking up for the month. So this month, I'm going to be talking about the Blu-ray releases that I picked up over the last few months that I haven't been able to get to. So I do have two 4Ks to talk about, though, that I did pick up. I have another stack behind me, which I'll be saving for the end of December. But I thought I want to get these Blu-rays put away, cataloged, up on the shelf. And then because I just keep holding back because I just am more excited to talk about the 4K releases. So I'm going to get through these Blu-rays, talk about a couple 4Ks that I'm excited that I got, and then we'll move on. The next month will probably be more 4Ks. But these are my 4K. I got two 4Ks that I picked up this month, and that is Arrow Video's Trick or Treat 4K edition. Love this release. I think I don't mind this artwork. I actually prefer the original artwork. Sorry, I'm getting blasted there by the lights, but I love this original post art, so I kind of wish I did get that for a slip and then maybe had this as the background cover. I don't think it's awful, but I do like it. And it comes with a booklet, of course, and a poster, a double-sided poster with both on. Loads of special features. Like, I think this is probably the definitive release for this. I hear that it looks good. I haven't watched it yet because, of course, I bought it 2 days after Halloween. And sold my Scream Factory so I could get this one instead. So because I do think this deserves a 4K treatment. I'm excited to watch it on 4K next year. If not sooner, I might give it a watch and just kind of see how it looks. I'm just waiting for that like stereo system. Like I really want I want to hear the Adobe audio, when it comes to 4K. So I've been kind of holding off on watching the 4Ks just for that reason. Hopefully Christmas is good to me this year. But yes, this is my one 4K I'm going to be talking about this month. And then I also got this. So Citizen. I got no idea how to say this. This is a David Cronenberg movie. I picked this up because I went and sold a bunch of stuff. And I was like, okay, David Cronenberg, this is supposed to be like a unofficial sequel to Videodrome. So I was like, okay, I'll check it out. I picked it up. I haven't watched it yet. I honestly haven't had any time, but I'm very excited for this release. This is a Vinegar Syndrome. I don't know anything about this movie other than what I'm assuming is on the cover is a gun made from like human flesh and stuff, because that's what it looks like, bones. Honestly, I have no idea what to expect from this movie. This is kind of like Naked Lunch. I've been meaning to pick that up as well because I'm a huge Cronenberg fan. And I haven't seen Naked Lunch yet, and I know Arrow Video also did a 4K release of that this year, so I will be getting that somewhere down the line. But this, I got no idea. I got no idea who's even in it. It says Jennifer Jason Leigh, Jude Law's in it, so that's exciting. And I don't really see too many other people of note. Willem Dafoe is in it. Okay. So yeah, this sounds like fun. I'm excited. It's pretty tight. It's got a tight runtime. It's only hello, Bruce. It's only got it's just a little over an hour and a half, and I've never seen it, so I'm very excited to finally give this a watch. I've been just collecting these Cronenberg movies, and then I find that I never end up getting around to them. Like Crash, I still haven't seen yet, and same with Scanners, but I will down the road. I promise. I will. I swear. Okay, 2 4Ks out of the way. These are the 2 4K releases. We're done with these. All the rest are just strictly Blu-rays. And not in any particular order. I guess I'll start with Sam's that she picked up this month because she always gets something and she always wants me to talk about it, which is weird because I know nothing about it. And this is It Ends With Us. I don't know. Blake Lively's in it. Some other guy. There's some behind-the-scenes drama going on with this movie. Some people like it. Some people hate it. I've never seen it. I think Sam liked it for the most part. I just never got around to watching it, and I don't think I will. And I like that these Blu-rays are actually coming with Adobe Audio as well. Like, I wonder how many other ones, but I'll take a look and see. But like, it seems like most Blu-rays nowadays are released with the Adobe Audio, so the sound's always going to be good. Yeah, because it does say Adobe Audio on the back. That's Sam's pickup for the month. Yeah, not too many special features on this. You think that there would be because the movie was so big, but there's not. This is kind of unfortunate. Okay, I'm gonna go with Strange Darling. So Zach Gallagher, and who else? Willa Fitzgerald. Yeah, great movie. I actually really enjoyed this movie. I wasn't sure exactly what was to be expected, but I had a really good time with this. Yeah, it just blew me away. I had no idea what this movie was going to be about. It was totally marketed a different way, and that worked so heavily in its favor. That's got the certified fresh on there. It looks great on Blu-ray. It sounds good. It's got the Adobe True Audio, digitally mastered, it says on the back here. This is a VVS Films release, so their Blu-rays are usually fairly cheap. That's usually why I pick them up, because they're usually the cheapest around, but they're always good releases. Never have complaints about their movies. I'm gonna go, let's see, The Visit. This was I got this from Goodwill. It wasn't actually $10. It was a lot cheaper. And it's unopened, so I couldn't complain, so I did decide to get it. And then K&L Studios announced that they were going to be releasing this movie in a 4K, which is kind of upsetting. But I guess this was super cheap, so I'm not going to complain about it. I don't know if I'm going to upgrade this one or not. I know that there's a couple movies that were just released, like Signs was just upgraded to 4K, as well as The Sixth Sense, which I do believe both those movies deserve a 4K upgrade. This, I don't know. I haven't seen it in a very long time. I remember the little rapper kid being like kind of annoying, but I honestly don't remember too much. This is a really old Blu-ray though, so this is a DTS Master Audio in Technicolor. I remember this is kind of what brought Shyamalan back on the map, this movie, because he produced this movie himself, the whole movie. He paid for it, shot it all, edited it, and this was a huge risk for him, and it paid out because I do know everybody did like this movie. So yeah, I'm excited to give this a rewatch. Maybe I'll rewatch it before I decide on picking up the 4K or not. I just know there are other K&L Studio movies that I'd rather get, like The Bug just was released, which I'd really like, and some other ones as well. Excuse me. Let's see. I'm gonna go with something a little newer, and then I'll go and dive back into something older. We got Maxine. This is another VVS Films release, and this has Adobe Atmos and Adobe True HD. This got an 18A in Canada, which is actually pretty surprising. I didn't find it too gory. I didn't find it very over-sexualized. This movie was a high anticipation and ended up falling flat for both me and Sam. This is probably one of the most just least tense movies I've seen in a long time. It could not grab me. I understand that some people are going to love this movie. It's probably the worst in the franchise for me. This is definitely the third movie to be released, and it's the third in the ranking for me personally. I think I'd prefer X, Pearl, and then this movie. I don't know why. It's just tonally different. It tries to do some things that just don't work. Kevin Bacon's, I love seeing Kevin Bacon, so can't complain there. The acting's fine from everybody. I don't think Maxine really drove me too nuts this time watch around. So yeah, it's okay. Like, check it out. I mean, this is a fairly cheap Blu-ray. I know it was released in 4K on the States. We did not get that unless you wanted to pay extra. So I'll just probably stick this trilogy with the Blu-rays. And yeah, I don't know. It was fine. It was fine. I mean, I almost fell asleep in the theater, but that's okay. There we go. So this one was also another Goodwill find. And it's Deliver Us from Evil. This is a Scott Derrickson movie. I haven't seen it in a long time, but this movie was something that has a really great idea about a cop investigating a series of supernatural elements or supernatural crimes. It says it's actually accounts of the NYPD sergeant, which I do believe there is a special feature. I have this on DVD, but I thought that it was so cheap I may as well upgrade it. From what I remember, some pretty decent segments. I do enjoy Eric Bana as an actor, as well as the other guy that's in here too, Edgar Ramirez. I like him too a lot whenever I do see him pop up. This actually has quite a bit of special features in it. This is still sealed too. This fucking Goodwill sticker is going to ruin everything though. But yeah, I think everything I picked up from Goodwill was still sealed, so that's nice. Yeah, so that's another one. Slipcover's in pretty good shape, surprisingly, for how old this movie is. I'm excited to give this one a rewatch. It's been a long time for me. And then we'll go with something newer again. We got Russell Crowe's The Exorcism. As you can see, it is still sealed. This is not a VVS film release. I thought it would be. It says Vertical released it. So is it a Sony? Doesn't say. So I don't even remember watching a trailer for this movie, and everybody thought that it was a sequel to The Pope's Exorcist, which it is not. It's just weird that he decided to come out with 2 Exorcist movies and within 2 years, essentially, that are completely different. I'd be excited to check this out. I have heard some pretty decent things about it. It's still sealed. Let's see what's it got for like anything fancy. It's got Dolby Audio, so that's cool. Like no special features. This is very bare bones. Blu-ray, basically you're just getting it for the 1080p quality. That's about it. From the producers of Halloween. Is it a Blumhouse? Is it a Blumhouse movie? Well, Miramax, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I got no clue. But The Exorcism. Let me know if you've seen it. Let me know down in the comments below. Okay. Christmas staple. Better watch out. Home Alone mixed with I don't know, just crazy. Like a Psycho Home Alone movie. I fucking love it. I think it is great. This also got an 18A in Canada, which is cool. That one didn't get a rating in Canada. Now I'm just curious, going back. 18A, 14A. Sorry. I'm just super curious now. PG. No rating. I can't imagine that got a rating. Sorry, I was just curious. But yeah, this one also got an 18A in Canada, and I don't blame them. Like, some of the themes of this movie are pretty fucked up. What this kid does is absolutely insane. It comes with a slipcover, very nice. I didn't even know this movie was sold at Walmart, but apparently it was. This is an Aussie film, and it's got some nice little surprise cameos. I've never opened it before, actually. It comes with a DVD and the Blu-ray, and it looks like that's about it. Just some, you can get a little postcard, actually, surprisingly. Better watch out, which is weird. I've never seen that in a Walmart. It's just kind of like a standard release. But this thing is usually way more expensive than what it should be. I think I managed to get this at like, where did I get this? I got this at The Beat Goes On for like 30% off or something like that. So I wasn't upset about upgrading it because the DVD was really expensive, way more expensive than it should have been when I bought it. So I sold that, decided to upgrade. Collectible holiday curtains. And yeah, I really like this movie. I think it's good. I think it's a lot of fun. I think the acting is great from everybody, all the kids. I definitely must watch. I know we watch this every year for Christmas, 100%. And my last one, guys, and this was a new release, and this was we definitely both, me and Sam both had mixed thoughts on this. I haven't opened this one up yet either, but this is In a Violent Nature, the collector's edition. I was gonna wait to get this. There's 2 copies left at my Walmart, and I bought one for me and I bought one for Poe. Critic After Dark, because it just seems like there's a lot in this, and this is the first time I've seen a blue. Like, we just went through 6 Blu-rays, 6 at least, and 7 other Blu-rays that you could almost, like, you know how like the new releases all have collector's editions on them, and then they have like the bare bones fucking bullshit on them. Like, hold on, perfect example. One second. I know it's around here somewhere. I got something around. Here we go. That one had to be it. Yeah. Here we go. Okay. So you know how all these movies are coming out, and I think it's mainly from one studio, are coming out with collector's editions. They're basically like Blu-ray DVD copies, and they're just labeling them collector's edition. You had Exorcist Believer was a collector's edition. Five Nights at Freddy's was a Night Shift edition, I think it was called. A whole bunch. Abigail also had one as well. So all these releases, I don't know who's releasing them. Probably Blumhouse. Blumhouse. But yeah, so Night Swim is a perfect example. Collector's edition on here, right? It comes with, including, it does say more, but Masters of Fear, Demons of the Depth, and Into the Deep, and more. So the and more is probably a trailer and some still images or whatever. That's just my guess. I did not look into the special features when I watched this movie because I was just curious about how bad it actually was. But this is saying collector's edition. And this is saying collector's edition. I think this whole second disc is special features. It's a 2-disc set with 3 hours of bonus features. Storyboard, kill galleries, Dead in the Water, attempting to make in the original Ivan. The yoga kill candidate on set footage. Scenes from the first version of Ivan, Sundance video diary, behind the scenes, technical commentary. So I think this is, I'll open it up here real quick. Sorry, I just had a little rant about the special editions, but I personally thought this movie was fine. I don't think it's something I'm going to revisit a lot because I think the gimmick only works in its favor for so long. That's the issue I have with this movie. Following around a serial killer does not, like even like a Jason-esque person can only kind of hold your attention for so long. I don't think it's necessarily like totally tense either. Like the kills, like there's not that much build-up or suspense. You bought this movie for one reason, and that's the fucking yoga kill. That is probably the kill of the year, in my opinion. So let's see. So this is a Shudder release, and I was right. You got the Blu-ray movie, and then you got a whole second disc of special features, which is incredible. I'm just looking through here just to kind of see what else. You get Try Shudder, I think. Oh, no, you don't. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you get. But this is new. I did not know what this is. This is my first time opening it, so this is what we get to see. Oh, that's actually very cool. So you get a one-sided poster, which I did not know, and it's very in the style of a 70s movie. It kind of reminds me of, I think there's a Friday the 13th poster like this as well as like what's that movie? Last House on the Left. Kind of that style of 70s grindhouse poster. So this is actually pretty neat. But this is a fucking special edition right here. This, and it's very reasonably priced. I don't understand. This was probably the exact same price, and I guarantee you it did not come with all this shit. So this is what I consider a collector's edition if I buy one. So I hate it that new movies are all doing that now, where everything's a special edition, even though I don't think it is. I think that's bullshit. I think that's just a trying to get your money, essentially. So I'm very happy with this release, even though I'm not incredibly happy with this movie. I have had the chance to sit down with Ry Barrett, sorry. And he, don't quote me on this yet, but because he himself does not know too much about what's going on with the new script, but he did say that the idea is that they're going to have some of the walking and have some regular film in it. So like, we'll actually have the POV of the characters that he's hunting. Thank God. Because like, could you imagine the sound design, like with the fucking footsteps for this? Like, that's insane just to sit there and do that footsteps all fucking day. And yeah, I just think the ending was dragged out just a little too hard, but this is one hell of a release for this movie. It's just probably just a little too long for what it needs to be. If this movie was like an hour and 10, a lot happier with this release. But goddamn, you cannot deny that kill in this movie. If you haven't seen this movie, go check it out just for that kill. It's worth it, 100%. I was blown away. It's something I haven't seen in quite some while. In fact, the only thing that comes close to it is probably anything you've seen in the Terrifier franchise by now. So absolutely, check out this movie. Get this copy because that poster is really cool. And this is the real collector's release of this month, in my opinion. Besides, like, you know, Trick or Treat. But yeah, guys, that's my haul for this month. Not a bad little haul, in my opinion. Just thought I'd try to skim out some of these Blu-rays because they're really starting to snack up over there. So I'm happy I can finally just kind of put those away. Most of them are shameless upgrades because they were cheap, but then there's some new ones as well. And next month, the end of this month, there'll be some more 4Ks hopefully, and I'll be very excited to dive in some of those. Even some of the ones that I got down there already, I'm excited to talk about. So guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. You can also become a channel member now, so check out the links below for some extra content. And always remember to stay spooky.